What is going on, guys? It is Dylan here. Today I will be going over a technical analysis on the ticker symbol SENS, senseonics. Before we get into it, I just want to let you guys know that I am bullish on senseonics. I do like this stock. I do think it has good fundamentals, and more importantly, it is targeting a very, very broad issue. Diabetes. The rates are growing every single year as we continue to eat bad foods. Hopefully this does change, but for now we need a solution, and Sensonics really does step in with their glucose monitoring system. They have been getting very, very good results, and each time these guys drop some news about it, for their 180 day to be exact, or just their product in general, what they're working on, people go bananas. So if they can regulate their 180 day system in the United States and such, and just more mass produce their product, these guys definitely have a lot of room left to run. But with all that being out of the way, I don't want to get into the due diligence too much because this is a Technics video. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So you can see that we had a pretty rough sell-off since the initial hype that you can see here. The day traders really did do their thing with a very hype stock in a very good time of the end of the bull run, where a lot of small caps saw very good significant gains. Sensonics was there along it. As you can see, we ran all the way up to $5.56, and then we did have this downwards resistance, which we did break, get a little bit of a rip, but we got rejected really at the $3.34 range. $3.34 range. Came right back down. I like this support more at the $3.22 range. Could move it right back, but right back up to that $3 and let me see, $3.32 range. But for this double bottom that I do see playing out, you see one bottom, two bottom. Now the question is, can we get the momentum off people that trade patterns and just the pattern in general, and get a nice little curl up? And we will be testing that double bottom at $3.32, but to be safe, I would say a good to be safe, if you don't want to be head faked, I say $3.38 or so. So definitely keep an eye on that. It does look pretty promising. We did get a little bit of bullish divergence in the RSIs. You do see we did get a nice snap out. We are at 46. If you look at when we were at 46 last, we were at higher price points. Now I'm not saying that this bullish divergence alone will send the stock flying, but I do see some hidden bullish divergence in that aspect. I don't like the volume though. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I never would. I'm completely non-biased, and I make these videos strictly just to help you guys and to give back. I don't like the volume, honestly, but I think news could potentially change that. Obviously, it 100% could. It's not in the question. So yeah, we definitely want to keep an eye on that double bottom. And with that being said, we're gonna pull up the indicators really, really fast for the 9-day EMA. We are under that. We are contesting that. Let me just get away these lines for you guys real quick. So the red line right here, we are under that. That is not good. That is a short-term support slash resistance, but it is not, it is an indicator. So just because we're under it doesn't mean we're going to dip all the way down to the support or whatnot. So it is debatable. The indicators for the moving averages don't look too good for the concurrent, like the short term. But if I move this back to the 200 day, which is a more long-term support of a resistance slash support, which currently is my favorite moving average, it's always been. I see very nice bounces off this, and I do think it is the most broad moving average that a lot of traders use, and you can see we are above that. So we are bullish in the grand scheme of things with the 200-day MA, but in the short term, the moving averages aren't on our side. With that being said, let's go over to the hourly, see if we could pick anything up. So you do see that we do have a little bit of a inverse cup and handle. You see right here, we have the cup. I wish I could draw on Webull to show you guys, but see a little bit of a cup right here. Come down, and then here could potentially be the handle. This isn't the cleanest inverse cup and handle, but I would keep an eye on that. If you see a very, very significant break of this little handle action, then it could be something to keep an eye on. And if you see a big, big wide bar under that, that could be something to get a little bit nervous about. So you can see that we have a downwards resistance that we did get over today. But is this going to be a head fake? I'm not quite sure, but I do think if we do break this, considering we break it or we just ride it down and then maybe find some extra support at this range and bounce right back up, it really is up to the charts and how the market is. But I do think that we definitely need to keep an eye on that. Definitely the $2.78 range as well. We did lose the 200 AMA on the hourly, which I do not like. I definitely don't like that. Not going to lie, but it isn't impossible for us to come right back up, contest it, and set higher highs and higher lows, which is the grand scheme of things what you want to see your stock doing. On the RSI, we did see a big, big snap out into the bullish range, which is good. We want to continue to see the snap out. We did see a nice bar of volume as the stock dropped all the way down to $2.41. Had a little bit of a premature bounce. I'm going to say it hit the support. I could move it up a couple cents or so, but the supports aren't always exact. But I did move it up to the range right here, $2.41. And on the daily, I didn't like how it looked compared to this $2.38 support. I think that is cleaner. That's why I have it marked up. But you definitely want to keep an eye on all of this. There is a potential reversal that could happen, especially with some good news or something. This really could send the stock high, but you definitely want to keep an eye on this downwards resistance and the indicators to see if we can come up and eventually contest that, and to end the trend of lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower lows. And is this gonna, well, technically, you could say that this is the start of a higher high, but this is very, very questionable because a lot of stocks did see a nice run up today. So we just want to end this trend of downwards momentum. So with all that being said, I don't want to keep you guys here any longer than I have to. Please like, subscribe, all that helps the channel out so much. I appreciate you guys so much, and have a good rest of your day. I'm out.